Amen.
What is your name, sir?
Jeffrey Edwards.
Mr. Edwards, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say could be used against you in court. You have a right to be represented by an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one can be appointed to represent you. You have a right to have a hearing where you can present witnesses and evidence on your own behalf, and you can question any witnesses or evidence that the government throws up against you. You understand your rights.
Yes, sir.
Did you fill in one of these forms requesting consideration for an appointed attorney?
Okay, the paper I just filled out. Yeah.
Raise your right hand and be sworn. You swear the information you put on your form is all true and correct to the best of your knowledge.
Yeah.
Very well, sir. You can put your hand down. All right, sir. What I'm trying to do this evening is to get you a lawyer appointed, set a bond for you, and get you a court date.
I already got a lawyer. I already got a lawyer.
You already have a lawyer.
Yes, Stan Young.
You've paid him money.
Yes, he's on every case I get. I already, before I turned myself in,
I'm
I
not
called him.
asking you if he's on every case you get. I'm saying, have you paid him for this case?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's the reason why he the one that told me to turn myself in.
All right, sir. Can you tell me how long you've lived in the Knoxville area?
All my life.
That doesn't help me.
Since I was born.
That doesn't help me either. When were you born? Yesterday? How old
No,
are you?
27 years. You said how long I said all my life.
I don't have that information. That's why I asked, how many years have you lived in Knoxville? All right, sir. Since you've already got a lawyer, I don't need to worry with appointing one, and I don't need to assess an administrative fee. I'm setting your bond on this case at $10,000. There are bond conditions as well. If you're released on bond, you're to have no contact whatsoever with someone named Janisha Washington. That means no going around where that person works or lives or any other place where that person's likely to be hanging out. No phone calls, no text messages, no communication of any manner whatsoever. While on bond, you're prohibited from owning or using or possessing a firearm. While on bond, you're prohibited from possessing or consuming alcohol or controlled substances or controlled substance analogs. I'm going to schedule your case for August the 9th. That is Tuesday. That will be in felony court for a bond hearing. Your attorney at that time will be able to present evidence to the judge to request for the bond to be reduced or the conditions to be modified. Do you have any questions?
No.
Very well. Your arraignment is complete. Your name, sir?
Todd Wilkerson.
I'm sorry?
Todd Wilkerson.
Mr. Wilkerson, you have the right to remain silent. Anything that you say could be used against you in court. You have a right to be represented by an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one can be appointed to represent you. You have a right to have a hearing where you can present witnesses and evidence on your own behalf, and you can question any witnesses or evidence that the government puts up against you. You understand your rights.
Yes, sir.
Did you fill in one of these forms requesting consideration for an appointed attorney?
Yes, sir. I actually was going to try to hire Josh Hedrick because that was the last lawyer I had before I got out, and he told me anytime I get in some more trouble, just hit him up and let him know.
Well, do you want me to appoint you an attorney or not?
Yeah, you can appoint me one until I call contact him.
Now, if you hire somebody later, that doesn't cause a problem.
Okay.
Please raise your right hand and be sworn. Do you swear the information you put on this sheet is all true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. You put your hand up. All right, sir. Can you tell me how many years you have lived in the Knoxville area?
22. That's my brother. Who you look? Sean. Well, DeMarcus King. The short one right there.
All right, sir. I find you do qualify for an appointed attorney, and I'm going to appoint Josh Hedrick to represent you.
All right, thank
There's a $50 assessment associated with this appointment. That should be paid to the clerk's office on or before August 20th. If you're not able to take care of that by August 20th, more than likely it'd be added on as part of your court costs. I'm going to schedule your case for August the 9th. That will be in felony court for a bond hearing. On your charge of expired registration, I'm releasing you on your
you. You said what, sir?
on your charge of driving on revoked license. I'm releasing you on your recognizance. On your charge of reckless endangerment, I'm putting your bond at $2,500. And on your charge of being a convicted felon in possession of a weapon, a B felony, I'm putting your bond at $2,500. So your total bond is $5,000. I'm going to schedule your cases for August the 9th. That's Tuesday. That'll be in felony court for bond hearing. Do you have any questions?
No, sir. So, do I have to pay the whole 5,000 or like 10%?
I'm sorry?
Would I have to pay the whole 5,000 or 10%?
You can use a bonding company.
All
You
right,
can do
thank
the 10% thing.
you. All right, thank you.
Your name, sir?
David Powers.
Mr. Powers, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say could be used against you in court. You have a right to be represented by an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one can be appointed to represent you. You have a right to have a hearing where you can present witnesses and evidence on your own behalf, and you can question any witnesses or evidence that the government throws up against you. You understand your rights.
Yes, sir.
Sir, you're charged with being a fugitive from justice, and this involves some charges out of Indiana. And they apparently say they want to come and fetch you. You understand what that's about?
Yes, sir.
All right. Did you fill in one of these forms requesting consideration for an appointed attorney?
Yes, sir.
Raise your right hand and be sworn. Do you swear the information you put on your form is all true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. You can put your hand down. All right, sir. I find you do qualify for an appointed attorney, and I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you in this matter. I'm going to schedule your case for August the 9th. That will be in felony court on an other than trial setting. At this point in time, you do not have a bond. A Sessions Court judge can set you a bond. Whether they will or not is up to them. Uh, August the 9th is Tuesday. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Very well. Your arraignment is complete.
That's all, sir.
Very well. I am so tempted sometimes to ask them if they can't try and make a little bit more noise over there. I always seem to have somebody over there beating trash can lids together or something.